Hi everyone! Welcome to the Tuesday Talk on Wednesday. I'm glad that you're joining me either for the live or on the replay. I really love doing these. It's really nice to check in, and I hope that you enjoy them too. And if you do, always feel free to leave a comment. Hi, Christina. I love seeing you. Mwah. Hi. Leave a comment. Let me know that you can hear me. I love when I get heart showers too, so you can leave like a heart or a like. But I love doing these Tuesday talks, even if I'm doing them on Wednesday. To be completely truthful, the reason why I'm doing this on Wednesday is because I was exhausted yesterday and I needed time to rest and to recuperate and to get myself back into the game. So I was doing as minimal as possible in order to be able to now show up for my clients big today. Because, as I will talk to you about in a minute, I was very busy with the Wild and Bright retreat. So I made these beautiful mugs, and actually I need to like hashtag. So this was one of the gifts. I had several gifts because I love giving gifts that I gave out at the Wild and Bright retreat. But these mugs are handcrafted in, not the mug itself, but the design and everything, by a group called Second Chance Mugs in Florida. I was reading to my mom because I gave my mommy one of these mugs too, because she was a huge part of being able to help with the Wild and Bright retreat. And I was sharing with her that I was reading the insert that came with it, and the Second Chance Mugs helps women be given a second chance after they've been dealing with addiction, incarceration, maybe mental health issues, or homelessness. And I don't know about you, but everybody in the world needs a second chance at some point in time. Either it be for more intense reasons or for smaller reasons. And so whenever I can support cool ass businesses like that that are doing awesome things to help other people, I'm all about it. So these mugs mean so much to me and to the 16 women who were at the retreat. Okay, major developments. If you've seen some things on Facebook, I've never really fully announced it in my actual Sara Smith Facebook group or anywhere online, but my husband and myself and my 2 children, we will be moving to Gloucester, Virginia. And everybody asks us when that is happening, and it is happening the week of Christmas. Possibly we're kind of slowly moving things over there in the meantime, and we are beyond excited and also getting really into the nitty-gritty of having of packing and figuring out how we're going to move things, and figuring out about selling the house and where the kids are going to go to school. It has been a long time coming. It was not planned, but it was an opportunity that came up, and we are thrilled. So that will shift my business. Everybody then asks, they go, well, what does that mean for your business? Well, I believe that what it means for my business is even more growth and expansion. And so I am leaning into that and looking forward to that. But it will definitely, sadly, mean a shift in being able to work with people in person here on the Eastern Shore of Virginia. But as I keep explaining to people, working in person is not as much as what I really do. Most of my clientele I work with, and the way that I work best and I help my clients get the results that they are looking for is we work one-on-one over the phone, we work in groups with retreats, and we work with online groups. Those are the main ways. So that will not be shifting in my business. So wherever you are in the world, I will still be around and will just be a phone call away. I do that for several reasons. One, because when I'm looking somebody in the eyes and when they're looking me in the eyes, there is less truthfulness, not meaning to be. It's just more people pleasing or embarrassment. And so when you don't have the eyes, when you're over the phone, you can get truthful really quick. You can hear things really well that then you can process through. There's faster healing. There are more transformations that happen that way, and that is what I'm interested in, is achieving lasting lifestyle results with my clients. So I'm excited to be able to continue to offer that. The other major announcement is that I have a new website. I've been working for an entire year with the most amazing team on this website, and it has been a birthing process that I had no clue was going to be so personally challenging. It was going to hit in all of and trigger kind of all the aspects of myself and my business that I really didn't know if I was prepared for. So for example, having to write about yourself is hard. It's so hard, or at least it is for me. And usually when something's hard, it's like, let's stay away, let's keep that away. No. This girl, while at moments when I got help, I definitely took it, I was hammering down on learning how to write about myself, very specifically about myself and what I do. The new website name, it is not sarasmithwellness.com anymore. It is drsarasmith.com. So it's DRSARA Smith.com. So please go check it out. Let me know what you think. There's actually, within the top of it, you'll see at the very top, there's a bar, and there's an amazing free workbook that I have created. That was, again, one of the biggest things that we worked on, was creating a beautiful, full-fledged workbook of all of the top 5 tips that I have to create transformation and really like break apart kind of blocks and things that have been holding you back to be able to create more change. So go check the workbook out. You can actually fill it out online, so you don't even have to worry about chopping down a tree. You can link into getting the version of it that is kind of like a shorter version, because it's a beautiful colored, full color workbook. So you can get the shorter version that's not going to kill your printer, or you can get the full-fledged thing and be able to enjoy that. So that is from my heart to your heart, drsarasmith.com. Let me know what you think. You guys, the Wild and Bright retreat. I think I probably cried like, I don't know, 5 times at least. Tissues are definitely sometimes a part of the Wild and Bright retreat. There were 15 women this time, supposed to be 16, and one was with us there in spirit. And as I keep telling people, you have to come to this retreat to be able to really understand it. If any of you all are watching who have been to the retreat before, write in the comments, kind of how you would describe what it is. It is an opportunity. I feel like retreating is something that everybody should have on their agenda, have a part of their life at least once a year, if not once a year, every few years. Within your 5-year plan, it's just so important to get away and to rest and renew and to be able to put everybody else's needs. You can like see them from afar and finally be able to get back to hearing yourself. And that is what this retreat is really, really all about. And then I love, like I said, helping people find their core confidence and really creating shifts so that somebody can experience real transformation in their lives. In a lot of ways, we all know something that we want to dig deeper with, that we want to go farther with, that we want to create for ourselves, but a lot of us have no damn clue how to do it. So I make it very easy and applicable for you to have access to me, and also to have access to your core confidence and learning how to access that while you're doing this retreat. So we use this concept of core, C-O-R-E. So the C is first connecting to your core. So that is like your pelvic floor, that's your heart, that's everything. And we have this private Facebook group, and it cracks me up because these women, oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. And these women are here, and they're in the group being like, oh my gosh, you guys, I had to connect to my core, had to do a Kegel, connected to my core to be able to then not have their typical response to stress. And it is possible. Things that in your life that you're like, oh, this is the way it is. It's just going to suck for a little while. No, it does not have to be that way. So we get into the C, the connecting to the core. And then we get to O, we get to release and open and overcome things that need to be released from the past. So we open and release what no longer serves us from the past. And then from there we go into this into sessions that involve the R. So we are renewing and reconnecting to truth. Truth with a capital T. If you've ever worked with me, you've heard this. You will continue to hear it throughout these Tuesday talks. Truth with a capital T. Like, what is true? You need to reconnect to the truth, my friends. And that may be the truth of, wow, I've really been playing small. I've really actually just kind of been compressing into overwhelm. But the truth is that it's time to lean into sleeping a little bit more, to asking for help, to starting to put out some new job applications, whatever that may be. And then E is you have to energize yourself into action. Anytime you work with me, like motivation, inspiration, all that's fantastic. But if you don't have some action and like you don't know where you're going from here, it ain't gonna work. So that's core, C-O-R-E, that goes into, for example, the Wild and Bright retreat. It really goes into anything that you're going to do with me, but it comes into the Wild and Bright retreat a lot. So you all, I don't know how to say this, but to be able to be in the room for over like the course of several days with some of the most loving, caring, community-driven, helpful women, like women that are just so lit up, but they're also dealing with their struggles. And they're willing to allow themselves to come into a room where it makes me want to cry. They don't know always how to do it right, but they know that it's time to show up. And to see these women when they show up and when they are willing to accept help, and they're willing to laugh, and they're willing to cry, and they're willing to just be present and give it all they have, and it doesn't need to be perfect, like wiping away the perfection, that is just so powerful to witness. And so one of the things that people say to me during the retreat is they're like, and I love this, they're like, they're taking care of me. They're like, how are you doing? Wow, this must be so intense for you. Like, oh my gosh, I bet you have to sleep for days. I put so many things in place to make sure that I can be present and that I can be fully available and also take care of myself during the retreat, before the retreat, after the retreat. And it's just so powerful. It gives me energy to be able to witness the transformation that happens in the room. So I just want to thank you all. I want to thank you if you've ever been to a Wild and Bright retreat. I want to thank you if you plan to go in the future. I want to thank you if you're just listening to this right now. So it was amazing. I cried tons of times. I'm still crying. I'm still crying out of just awe and thankfulness that I get to do this as work and help others be able to lean into it as well. So thank you. Now, final part. If you got to this part, I hope that you did, because I really, really, really want you to hear this. In the month of November, there's this thing called gratitude, right? Gratitude. We're all grateful. But what about the times that are really flippin' hard and that things are not really going as you planned, and you're like, I just can't really muster a lot of gratitude right now? What do you do then? So that you don't go into a complete spiral of fear or anger or blah or taking it out on other people. What do you do instead? I love this. So, you know how if you are Christian, in the Bible, it's like, put your burdens on the Lord, right? Okay, very good. So in the month of gratitude, one of the things that is so popular right now is, and it has been in the self-help world for a long time and in the world of metaphysical self-development, is, positive affirmations and mantras and, making sure that you're really taking care of yourself and being grateful and all this. But what the heck do you do when you don't feel good? When you're like, I really just can't muster to be super positive about this. So you take the concept of kind of putting the burden on the Lord, so to speak. What I encourage you to do as a practice is, if gratitude is not where the brain can go, what you do instead is you release your worries. So for example, what this will look like is you are going to start letting it fly. And you can journal this. Like, some people really need to do the tangible aspect because it will rewire the brain of journaling, and other people just need to do it in their head. But you are going to just go through all of the worries that you have. I'm worried about seeing this person at this particular time and being able to get there on time. I'm worried about what I'm going to be cooking for dinner. I'm worried about brain dump this stuff. Let it go. Let it out of your head. Okay? Write it down or just let it out. I'm worried about when I'm going to fall asleep tonight. I'm worried about how I'm going to get the kids to X, Y, and Z. I'm worried about finances. I'm worried about this. I'm worried about that. Let it out, let it out, let it out. And as you let it out, you're letting it out. This is the key. This is the key. Listen, key I'm about to give you. You're doing this with the intention. I'm huge about intentions. You do this with the intention and with the visualization that you are letting this go and it will be taken care of. You are passing the worry out of you. So if you visualize that this worry is something tangible, let's say it's a bubble that's inside of you, and you are physically letting that worry out as you speak it, as you think it, as you write it. Once you let that bubble out, you have the intention that that thing is popping, it is leaving your body, and it is being taken care of. So that when you're finished with this practice, what you should be feeling is usually lighter. Everybody will have a little bit of a different flavor of this, so how they will feel. You should feel lighter, and you should have this sense of peace of okay, wow. Usually after that, you can see the things in your life that you're grateful for. So it just naturally comes. But if it doesn't, that's okay. It'll come at some point later. But sometimes we have to get the worries out. We have to go to the negative. We have to go to the things that are not working before we just get into this bland, not right gratitude practice. Sometimes the gratitude practice, it's not time for it yet. So don't push it. Don't do gratitude just because everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing gratitude. Life is hard. Sometimes we have to get real. We've got to get real. Just like I was talking about earlier, you go into T with a capital T for truth, where the truth is that I ain't feeling too good right now. And so I need to address those worries. I don't need to fake myself into a gratitude practice. I need to be honest. And when you can be honest with the intention of something more powerful than you is at hand, and that you are releasing it from your brain, from your heart, from your body. Woo! I want you to let me know how that goes, because I am interested to hear. Okay? Been doing a lot of preaching today. I'm going to stop. Apparently my Tuesday talk on Wednesday gets me all fired up, because it's just been rolling around in my head for a little while, in my heart. If you haven't yet, go check out the new website, drsarasmith.com, DRSARA, no H, DRSARA, SMITH, drsarasmith.com. There is a free workbook on there that actually kind of addresses what I just talked about in a little way. So please enjoy that. drsarasmith.com, and enjoy the free workbook. It is such a beautiful workbook, and you can actually do the workbook like online. You don't have to download it. So love you guys. Catch the replay, or maybe you're catching the replay in a little while. Leave a comment. Let me know that you can hear this, and I'll talk to you next Tuesday. Bye.